guys, today I'm going to show you how we're going to be making spaghetti, and I'm going to do a voiceover on this video. So right there we have our onions, and that is garlic and ginger, like half a tablespoon, and I have my coriander, the stalks and the leaves. I have one tomato chopped and carrots, and if you have what is it called, green pepper, you can also add your green pepper. And that is the brand of spaghetti that I'll be using. It is Santa Lucia. I love it. It's very, very nice. And then I'll be using half a kg of mincemeat. You can use any amount of mincemeat that you like, and of course potatoes. So right there I was waiting for my oil, for my pan to heat, and then on the other pan, as you can see, I added my water for my spaghetti. And when you're making spaghetti, you don't need to measure your water, just add any amount of water that you like for me, I added 1.5 cups of water. Is it 1.5 cups of water, or is it a jug? Ilikuwa jug 1.5. Then right there I'm adding oil. I don't like using a lot of oil, so I added like a bit of oil there. Then ikishika, I'm going to be adding my onion. So guys, meanwhile, kindly subscribe, share thoughts in the comment section, tell me which other recipes would you like me to show you. And yeah, let's interact, guys. I'm really grateful for the love, for the comments, for those who share my link. Thank you. I'm not going to let you down. So right there I'm going to add my onions, and I'm going to saute my onions, or rather I'm going to stir my onions until they'll be golden brown. So that's what I'm going to be doing there.
Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Turn this room, turn it to an ocean. Let me float around. Eyes closed, like we're dreaming even when we're not. But you and me got a whole other meaning, I don't know how. But you and me just know how it feels when we're falling in love. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning.
So I'm going to add the dania stalks. I don't usually do that, but I usually see that people say when you add the stalks at that point makes the food flavorful. So that's what I was doing. And guys, at this point I think my tripod got burnt because I did not place it properly. I placed it next to, I didn't know that it was next to the other sufuria, so it got burnt kidogo too, but at least nothing was spoiled. So then the heat was very high, so because of iyo kuchomeka, it like confused me and everything, but thank God the food came out well. You see, at that point I was like, oh my God, no. But yeah, everything was okay. Then I added the garlic and the ginger, and I continued to stir everything till everything was well combined. Because at that point when my tripod got burnt, the onions were almost going to be black, but thank God everything was okay. So I'm going to stir that kidogo, and then I'm going to add my spices. That is 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and then with spices you can add whatever you like and omit what you don't like, and that is half a teaspoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of turmeric. That's turmeric right there. And then I also added 1 teaspoon of Garam Masala. And one thing with spices, you can add and omit what you don't like or what you like. That's the beauty of cooking and the beauty of spices. And then after that, I'm going to stir everything up, and I'm going to add my tomatoes and my carrots. And as I said, if you have green pepper or any of the bell peppers, you can add them at this particular point. So after that, I'm going to stir everything. And for me, as you know, I don't like adding anything if the tomatoes are still whole. I love the tomatoes to be soggy and yani zime disappear and all that. Then I'll be able to add my potatoes. So I'm just going to keep on stirring that. I'm going to cover it until it's like imeiva kidogo. Then I'm going to add my potatoes and a bit of water. So I'm going to show you that. And then keep on checking on your water, on your spaghetti water. Don't forget about your spaghetti and ensure the water has boiled. If the water has boiled, then you're going to add salt. Right there I was adding salt. You can add I added 1 teaspoon of salt depending with the amount of pasta that you're cooking. So I added 1 teaspoon of salt. I stirred everything up. Then I added my pasta. So right there, that is the pasta that I'm using. I showed you. So I added 1.5. I added a half of that particular packet. So I added half of that. And then don't break your pasta. Oh my god, usivunje spaghetti. Unadharau Italianos. We don't break spaghetti. Just add it venye iko hivyo refu. Ikiendelea kuiva ita soften up na itajimwaga yenyewe kwa sufuria yako. So just add it as it is and don't break it. So yeah, I let that cook. Then I'll show you how to ensure your pasta imetoka moja moja, because most of us our pasta inashikana. So I'll show you the trick that I use. Then don't forget about your stew. So I'm going to add a bit of water. That is the mortar that I used to pound the garlic. So I'm going to add a bit of water so that I still have the flavor. And I'm going to add my potatoes. Then I'm going to add my mincemeat. So I'll show you when I've already added the mincemeat, and I'll show you when the spaghetti has already softened and it's almost being ready. So as you can see right there, my spaghetti already softened up, alafu ikaingia yote kwa sufuria. So right now the trick is to just keep on stirring to ensure that everything is cooked up and it's imeiva, because sometimes you can find iko ngumu. So that's what I kept on doing. You keep on stirring and grabbing moja moja to see if it's still soft or it's hard. So at that point, not every single thing ilikuwa imeiva. Then you add a bit of oil, like half a teaspoon or any amount of oil that you would like. Then you keep on stirring and you keep on checking. So at that point, it was almost becoming ready. You stir as you check. You stir as you check. And then don't forget your stew. I already added the potatoes and I added the mincemeat. So just start to ensure that all the ingredients are well combined and all the spices. Then you just cover it and let the potatoes get ready. So our spaghetti at that particular point was ready, so you need to drain the water, and I'm going to show you how I do that. So that was my final check, you see, and every single thing was ready. So yeah guys, the trick is to stir, add enough oil and salt, and just keep on stirring and checking, because sometimes you'll find that kuna spaghetti ziko chini chini zimeshikana. It's because you didn't stir properly, so keep on stirring and checking. So right now it's ready. I'm going to remove the pan, and I'm going to drain the water. And ensure when you're draining the water, when you're draining the water, ile iko kwa coriander, don't remove all water. So I'm just removing a little the excess water, then itabaki na mafuta kidogo, and I'm going to show you how it's going to be in my hot pot. And that oil is very nice, especially if like in the stew, you can add it in the stew if you want and all that. So now this is my spaghetti. As you can see, look, moja moja, mashallah, look beautiful. So that's how you achieve spaghetti toke moja moja. Just don't drain all the water. And back to our stew. At this point, I was checking if every single thing was ready, and our potatoes were almost ready. Oh my god, it was so yummy. And the mincemeat was a lot, and it was only for 150 bob, so it was a lot. So my final stir to check if the potatoes were ready, and yeah, every single thing was ready at this particular point. So time to garnish. I garnished mine with my coriander. I almost forgot that but I remember I added my coriander, and the meal was very amazing, and everybody liked the meal. So yeah guys, kindly try this meal and tell me. So yeah guys, that was the final meal: spaghetti and mincemeat, and of course potatoes. So yeah guys, kindly subscribe, share thoughts in the comment section.